Hey everybody, welcome back to Terastal Tactics. I am here today with a modified version of a team I took to San Diego Regionals a couple weekends ago. Yeah, I want to use a modified version because I wasn't super satisfied with how the version I took turned out. So I'm going to try a couple, because this allows me to try a couple different things that I've been wanting to try out. So yeah. Team ID is in the top there, top right, and this team will really only be relevant for a couple more weeks because we are switching to Season 2 at the beginning of February, which is going to include the Paradox Pokemon into the format. So we'll just probably finish out the Series 1 with this, yeah, because why not? I don't really want to put something else together. I want to focus on Series 2. Let's try out some of the Paradox Pokemon. So anyways, this team is kind of meant to be just like a balanced team with some good stuff. What I really want to showcase is the Life Orb Azumarill. That was probably the thing I was most impressed with about the team I used. And so I'm kind of keeping that like as the kind of one of the core ideas of the team. Is trying to utilize Azumarill. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hop in so we don't have to spend too much time talking. Yeah, so I did a video kind of, oh wow, I haven't played in a while, so everything's just dropping. So yeah, maybe we'll see how far we can climb before the end of the series. Anyways, I did a video kind of doing a team explanation of my San Diego team. I then mentioned how I would make changes, and these are so here are the changes then that I am showcasing. I think I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. Just trying to get my audio figured out a little better since I'm using one of my better mics. Since I found a mic stand from work I can just borrow. All right, so I got a Dondozo team. Except that's the red Tatsugiri. I think that's the speed boosting one. Which I guess is still pretty cool. But anyways, so this version of the team, it doesn't really have like one dedicated way to deal with Dondozo. It's got a couple, whatever I feel like I want to use, which is pretty nice. And one of the cool things I like is Gardevoir with the trace ability. I can just trace unaware once Dondozo is out in the field because it can't trace Commander. So that's actually really neat. Primarily just to like hit Moonblast while ignoring its Dondozo's special defense boost. So anyways, going to start off, we're going to... Yeah, let's go Hydreigon Amoonguss. I want Gardevoir and I have the Mirror Montoros, which is cool. Which is a nice way to help deal with something like the Bisharp's Defiant, the Mirrorb does. I'm leaning towards Azu, just because it hits a lot of this stuff super effectively. So we'll go with that. Bisharp's not Bisharp. King Gambit's by far gonna be the scariest mon, since I'm not bringing Tauros. And the big reason for that is I'm not gonna have great ways to hit it outside of Gardevoir going Tera Fire. But again, that's risky if we're going to have to deal with Dondozo Tatsugiri. And we'll kind of have to figure that out as we go. Okay, so I have to wonder, like, do they just kind of go for something like Extreme Speed into Hydreigon? Because Extreme Speed will go before Amoonguss can get off an attack. And I need to check. I don't know Glamora's moveset super well. I just want to check for Taunt. Okay, no Taunt. So I think what we'll do is we're going to Protect and go for Spore into Dragonite. Man, playing at San Diego Regionals with open team sheets was so nice. I really hate that there's not like some sort of open team sheet concept on ladder here. So yeah, I'll kind of see what happens. I wonder if it's Scarfed. Oh, okay. Going for Ice Spinner. We should take that. Physically bulky. He's probably Choice Band, given how much that did for being non-stab. We put him to sleep, which is good. No, I guess it is faster than what's its face. Okay. I have a pretty. I can trying to decide if I want to. What I want to do here. Focus energy is really kind of the tempting thing. I'm gonna switch this out into Azu. So a little bit of a passive play, but I get a free turn of sleep. I honestly don't know how much damage I'm gonna take. The grass? Usually the grass, yeah. Or if it's gonna sludge bomb into my Azu, that'd be really sad. Yeah, this thing's definitely a little annoying because of that. Nope. Okay. Ugh, that's a lot of damage. But that's okay. With that focus energy, I want to do that, and we're just gonna fire off a Play Rough into the Dragonite. The thing I'm not super sure of right now is if Glimmora has Sash. Sometimes they carry that. And yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so Dragonite staying asleep would be really great here. Otherwise, we're just going to get bopped. Yeah, so they just take that out. Please stay asleep. Okay, good. I need that to stay asleep because if it just goes for Ice Spinner, it's no good. Okay. It is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting bringing Azumarill now because I did make myself a lot weaker to that Glimmora. So the issue here is a dragon can only has to choose what to knock out. Alright, we'll go into Gardevoir. I'm just like super worried about. Let's see, Trace. Oh, he's multi-scale, not inner focus. Yeah, now I really wish I brought Tauros. So I really want to attack, like take out that Dragonite, but I think what we're going to do instead is knock that out and go for Trick Room. I think I might Tera this, so like if he does wake up, I don't have to, yeah, so if he does wake up, I should hopefully live an Ice Spinner. That's kind of thought there, because I'd hate to like knock out Glimmora or he, yeah, I would just hate that. So we're going to do that, just to cover that. Okay, goes for Spiky Shield. But we will get Trick Room off. Yeah, see, it did wake up. That sucks though. Definitely would have been better to knock out Dragonite. So we're gonna protect and Moonblast. We'll let this Dragonite do whatever. And just take out that. And then we'll threaten Dragonite next turn with Gardevoir. I suspect they're gonna attack Gardevoir. Like I feel like, nope. Okay. Rather than read the protect. Okay. I mean, Trick Room's still not the greatest thing, because of King Gambit. But they actually bring out the Dozo. Okay. And so with that, Because I think the idea there is they can go after Gardevoir. They can also switch out the Dragonite into Tatsugiri. Which I can definitely see them doing. I'm going to swap in because I want to try and trace unaware here. Oh, they just go for the orb. I'm actually into Hydreigon. They double Hydreigon? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I have to like hope I trace unaware. I mean, tracing multi-scale is okay too. But I would like to trace unaware. Gets multi-scale. That figures. So we're going to Moonblast that and Spore. Spore that. Yep. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Probably Tatsugiri? Yeah. Wait, actually, yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, that was a good play doubling up Hydreigon. I mean, it did just protect that turn, so. Okay, so at least we'll put him to sleep and clear Smog here. Or clear Smog. Assuming they don't have, okay, they don't have that thing. So unfortunately a Moonblast goes into nothing, but I think that was just the safest play. Because I'd hate to not knock out, like not attack that Dragonite and it stays in. But with the clear Smog, we'll lower its special defense, and that's the key. So it's Moonblast, clear Smog. Okay, so we get rid of its boosts. So we are still okay, but yeah, there's that. Sleep Talk is really good. Sleep Talk Rest, especially. I think both Clear Smog and What's It Face are same power. Okay, yeah, let's just double it up. I think these are gonna same power. It's gonna be close. The leftovers there. I don't know if there's some. Oh, he already took a turn. Oh no, never mind. Oh, perfect. Yeah, no. I was thinking he used rest when he used Sleep Talk, but no. Okay, cool. Still not completely out of it. Gardevoir having multi-scale though is really nice. Because I will take less damage from the Dragonite. Protecting Gardevoir is a really... That's a tough one. Protecting Gardevoir. I probably Rage Powder. I think he goes for E-Speed into Gardevoir though. I'm going to Spore that. Actually need a Amoonguss. Okay, so we retain the multi-scale. Let's just knock out this stupid dragon. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh, perfect. Okay. They're probably trying to call a protect or something there. Okay, cool. So that will, I think, be game. Because I put this to sleep, and it just should go down to a Moonblast. Nice. So one of my mistakes I made going into San Diego was One of the big mistakes I made going into San Diego was that I brought a Pokemon like very dedicated to Dondozo, but now Skeledirge. But it's honestly Skeledirge is pretty lackluster overall in the format, except for like being good against Dondozo. And even against Dondozo, it's still not perfect because there's still 2 other Pokemon plus Tatsugiri to deal with. And like a really good Dondozo player can play around something like that. So I definitely put like too much into it. Whereas like this team, what I just did there to deal with Dondozo feels more consistent because it just had like multiple things to help deal with it. So I brought 3 of those Pokemon. So yeah, that's that. But thankfully no Dondozo this time. But we do see Masquerada, another Dragonite, which is a very strong Pokemon. Kingambit, Garchomp, Murkrow, and their own Gardevoir. Can't help but suspect Gardevoir is in Prison Trick Room, but maybe not, because they do have Kingambit to help against Trick Room as well. And speaking of Trick Room, going for it feels pretty good. If they are in Prison Gardevoir, that really makes me not want to bring my own Gardevoir, though. But I feel like I'm going to want... It feels like I'm going to want in Prison. I might lead Tauros, though. Let's actually go Gardevoir. I will bring Gardevoir. Screw it. Because I can just knock out their Gardevoir with Maushold. I want Azu, because Azu has a really good matchup against a lot of this stuff. Or at least most of these things. And then something like Amoonguss or Tauros would be good. Leaning towards Tauros, because the Intimidate... And honestly, actually, Intimidate may not affect many of these, at all. I'll bring Amoonguss. Yeah, I'll lean into Trick Room. But that's why I like Maushold, because I can still have Follow Me support. I have Thunder Wave on this Maushold, so I can maybe take advantage of that if I want to. Not against Garchomp, of course. Okay, they leave Masquerade on Murkrow. Cool. Leads me to believe they might want to... Okay, if that's Overgrow, lets me know it's Sash. Usually they're Sash that when they're like that. Okay. What do they U-turn? Taunt or Tailwind? Do they Taunt or Tailwind? That's the good question. Because I can just Follow Me Trick Room. I dig that. And if they knock out Maushold, then I just get a free switch into Azumarill. Then I'll have Tauros in the back for later. Or if they do set up Tailwind. So yeah, let's just do the Follow Me trigger. And this is why I like Maushold. And if it gets knocked out, fine. Nice. Yeah, Maushold is also a lot bulkier than you'd think. One neat thing I could have one other neat thing I could have done there was just go for Population Bomb into Murkrow, knock it out, and Terrifier Gardevoir to take the Flower Trick. Oh, I didn't bring Tauros, that's right. But I want to go into Azumarill because Azumarill is gonna give me the most damage output here. What do I have to worry about? What is a possible switch-in for my opponent? I really don't care about Murkrow. So what we're going to do is double this thing. Yeah. And extra protect. Okay. Stalls a turn to Trick Room. Yeah, That's fine. I mean, it's like, I don't really care about Murkrow right now. Next turn or the turn after, because I don't want him to... Well, Talon doesn't really matter, I guess. Give me Oscarada, though, that I hate. What would they switch if they pull the switch here? Yeah, we'll just ignore the bird for right now. I really don't care about it. I really don't. Like, it's probably going to get off a Foul Play or Brave Bird if it has it into something. Which I'm not worried about. And also getting rid of Masquerada helps, it gives Amoonguss the ability to, gives Amoonguss the better ability to protect my Pokemon when Trick Room expires. Because once Trick Room expires, obviously I'm at that huge disadvantage. Okay, so there's the King Gambit. If they're going to Tera, it's going to be right now. We're going to Tera Fire this just to take a hit better. We'll hit that. I'm not really sure. Like, I've seen so many different Tera types for King Gambit that I don't know what to go for. I'll go for a Waterfall. I'd hate to give it a Defiant boost with something dumb, like a Player Rough attack drop. And if I move before it, I get a flinch. I'm not expecting to go before it. But this play here is just to make sure Gardevoir doesn't go down to like an Iron Head or something like that. But he went for the Catalclave. Good play. So I do lose Gardevoir and waste my Tera. Yeah, and so King Gambit I definitely had to worry about. So that was a really good play by my opponent. Oh man, that thing's so bulky. It took that so well. Oh, it's fine. So now I basically have to win this with Azumarill at this point. Taunt is like almost certainly coming out. Yeah, that's a bummer. He made a really good play not going for the Iron Head, like just kind of expecting some sort of like Tera type change. Based on that Waterfall damage, I feel like Play Rough can take this thing out. Yeah, so Taunt's gonna come out, like that's just all there is to it. I just need to protect Azumarill. Oh, if I miss Play Rough, okay. Okay, so yeah, the Murkrow's still not a huge threat. It's just an annoyance right now. The big issue is that this is probably Garchomp. Yeah. And this is going to be like a really simple Terra Ground Earthquake here. Is what I'm expecting. So yeah, like that King Gambit, man. That was an issue I ran into with this team. Maybe it would have. Yeah, this was an issue I ran into with this team. Something like it wasn't always slow enough for Trick Room, so they had something. They didn't even need something like super slow. Since I'm taunted, yeah. I would just have to hope that like I somehow survive, but I think they're gonna Terra Ground. And this is where Terra Grass would have been nice to have, because then I Terra Grass and I resist the incoming Earthquake. Yeah, and this team, and this is where this team again would be too. And some of it's my play. Like I was getting too reliant on Trick Room, and I'm too reliant because I'm not capitalizing off Trick Room enough. So probably knocked out Azu. Well, let's survive. But Life Orb is going to take me out, so I will end up losing this because, and in the end, Murkrow was a problem Pokemon. I ignored the Murkrow, and it's the one thing that was still stinging. Yeah, it would have been nicer if I had knocked out Murkrow and they protected Meowscarada, so. It's all about capitalizing off Trick Room. It really is, and maybe, yeah. And that's not what this team could always do as well as I would have liked. And that, yeah, is one of the weaknesses. It's just one of the weaknesses of the team. Probably a better thing I could have done there, instead of using Follow Me turn 1, actually just like going for Population Bomb into something just to get a KO and still like possibly get Trick Room up. I guess I was just worried about Taunt. Or maybe even better not even to set up Trick Room. So, yeah, it is just one of the weird things. I felt like I was too reliant on Trick Room, but I don't want to use a team that's reliant on Trick Room, just that it has a mode like that. But so I leaned into it too much there, it seems like. But anyways, okay, that'll be it for this episode. We will keep pressing on in the next one, and I'll probably be making some tweaks as we go if I find any that I think the team could use. So anyways, that'll be it, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. See ya.